Hey guys, Luke here, and I'm here to do another episode of my Rugby League Live 3 ideas/thoughts. Now this episode I'm going to be talking about player personalities. Now I've sort of touched on this in some of my Warriors career mode towards the back end of the season. If you want to check them out, go do that. But I'm going to talk in more detail about it here. Now what I mean by player personalities is, I think FIFA does a good job of it, is, the players need to play, like they need to feel how they are in real life. So for example, like Jonathan Thurston, I won't go into examples yet, but every player just seems to have like a copy and paste, and they just change their face a little bit and change their speed and that sort of stuff. And they all seem to be the exact same. They all have the same running style. They all kind of look the same build for the most part. Everything's pretty much the same between the players. It'd be really cool if you could have players who, maybe a bit lazy, like say Felipe Mateo or something. Like there might be sort of just jogging back rather than full sprinting back to get back to be on side and that sort of stuff. And that's not a shot from Mateo, which is the first one came to my mind. Or like Thurston, if someone makes a break, obviously the whole team just doesn't turn around and sprint for the most part. Usually the forwards might just obviously they don't just walk, but they don't get back as fast as others. But on this game, if there's a break, they all get back there before the next player started, so you don't really have too much of an advantage for some reason. If you're good enough, you can. But usually, I think James Graham's another one. Like Thurston and Graham, all sort of stuff. Perfect examples. Titans with James Graham, they made a break. There was an intercept, and the Titans ran the length of the field. And James Graham, he ran all the way back and kept going, while the rest of the team stayed behind. That they should have stuff like that. Happens all the time with Thurston. The team will, whoever's first in the Cowboys, they'll make a break and they go and score. Thurston will be the one who's chasing his heart off. He's chasing his ass off to get back there, working really hard, just constantly everywhere. And also, like I said, running motions, that sort of stuff. I think that would be a big improvement, because obviously not everybody runs the exact same. And you should be able to feel like you got heaps good agility or that sort of stuff. With if you're playing with a Ben Barber, you should be able to feel like you can just stop and turn so quick. A Milford, that sort of stuff, stop and spin on the swat, that sort of stuff, rather than feel like you're playing with a prop with everybody who's just a bit faster, because that's what it does feel like. Also, stepping's pretty shit in this game too. I should mention that. It looks pretty terrible. I wish they could have a step which it wasn't like a big animation thing that you had to time perfectly. Wish you could just step left to right just normally and didn't have to drag in a defender or whatever to the perfect spot, so it would start the animation. Wish there was just a separate animation that they would do. Same way in FIFA, if you do a skill move, you don't have to have a defender there, you can just do it and it still looks good. So player personality, I think it's a big thing. It should be a good thing. Players should have more work rates, that sort of stuff. Stats should mean more, all that sort of stuff. And that's all I've got to really say. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you can leave a like. 15 is what we're going for, and make sure you leave a comment, suggestions and your thoughts on what I've just talked about. And I'll see you for the next episode. Also subscribe. Bye guys.